Fuck, man, I am not good at these coding things, but these are really interesting. Notice that 415115-Death of an Optimist. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna get away with it. I've been nervous to do this video because I knew it would be like this, and it's gonna be hell to edit, but we're gonna do it anyway, and it's gonna get done. This post was released June 23rd, so it was leading up to Identity. Obviously, we can see the mannequins, and we can see this white-black theme, and it says, quote, "If only there were evil people somewhere insidiously committing evil deeds, and it were necessary only to separate them from the rest of us and destroy them," which is a quote by Alexander. He's a Russian novelist. So you can see that we're hinting at like this idea of like good and evil, but then talking about separating the evil people and destroying them, which is a very scary ideology to get into, because would not the act of doing something like that be evil in and of itself, or is that considered good? And how do you determine somebody who's evil? So getting into some really spicy intellectual discussion already. June 26th, Identity, the next era has arrived. So when he released his music video, he then released this post on Instagram that says, "The next era has arrived, link in bio." And then he says 208-11411-251521. So those numbers clearly are going to be decoded to mean something. Reddit. Yeah, let's go to Reddit. Duh. 415115 stands for DOAO. D is the fourth letter of the alphabet. Is that the code we're going with? The code at this Instagram post is thank you. It says thank you. So that's him introducing the code to us and seeing if we could figure it out, because then the video comes out, and so he uses that same code to see if people can figure it out. Blah blah blah. Let's go ahead and watch Identity, because maybe that'll help us. It never really matters, so it never. And that's us seeing X for the first time. I'm the system at large. I'm the one that's in charge. I'm the reason I'm the reason you're quiet, afraid, and compliant. The voice in your head says no. Oh, and then we have a code right here too. 151620913911920. Oh, and then we have the 415115. So the 151620913911920 ends up spelling out Optimist. He's wearing the jacket already, the Death of an Optimist jacket, but we don't get to read it fully. The bus says DOAO, which is Death of an Optimist. Death of an Optimist. Oh, and there was a code right there. 18916200945. So we could try to decode that. So it's probably 18 is R? Is 18 the 13th? 9 is S. I'm bad at numbers. I'm not good at numbers. This is embarrassing. 18 is R, right? 18 is R. Yeah, so 18 is R. And then 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I is I. So R, I. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so dumb. Guys, it spells Riptide. At the end of the music video for Identity, it spells Riptide in this code, which obviously we know is the next music video. Oh god. Oh, I love that. Okay, so the website says call us, so let's call.
Hello there, and welcome to the Covenant of X. We would like to invite you to the Divine Oratory for Angelic Ordination Ceremony, July 31st. This year's annual baptism at Riptide Lake is expected to be larger than ever before. We would love to have you there. Be sure to join us, July 31st.
Riptide comes out. It says Riptide is out now. The story is about choosing between the pain of moving on or the pain of remaining in the same place. Chapter 2 is here. I need you to go crazy watching and sharing this. And then there's a little water emoji, link in bio. Which Riptide was actually the first song that I listened to in this series. So we've made it to Riptide. So the bus, right off the bat, the bus says DAOA. And he's in a body of water right now. And remember, in the phone call, they mentioned going to Riptide Lake. So we know about Riptide and Riptide Lake. And they're talking about baptizing people. So not only are they talking about school indoctrinating people, but they're also talking about religion indoctrinating people. Oh, and he's carrying his Death of an Optimist jacket. But I don't think we know what it means yet. We haven't seen what the jacket actually fully says yet. So X is sitting there in Riptide Lake. He found Riptide Lake, and he's seeing all these people dressed in white, ready to be indoctrinated, I would assume is the case. And again, these mannequins are a huge symbol in these videos, because in the last video we saw that the mannequins were in the classroom. Basically, I would say people are, what it's hinting at is people are being indoctrinated into these mannequins. In this video, we saw a human being baptized, and he comes up out of the water as a mannequin. So the mannequins are a symbol of what happens to somebody after they've been indoctrinated. And grandson is trying to wake people up, and they're just blank. So nothing as far as codes. I didn't see any codes or anything in that. Just a lot of symbolic meaning behind religious indoctrination. So that's really cool. And on the website, it says our annual baptism, which when we called, they talked about the annual oral blah, 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 blah at Riptide Lake. So that's really cool. So he says he's back, so hinting at this X character. We've got some more code here. Let's figure out code. This one is 49182025. Do you have enough love in your heart to go and get your hands dirty? Which is lyrics from the song, and it says dirty. So this is code for dirty, and then it says 923. This was posted on the 21st, so 3 days before. He likes to post like 3 days before something comes out. Have you collabed with Misio? Dude, I started listening to Grandson because I was listening to Misio, and then YouTube Music started suggesting Grandson, and I lost my shit after that, and it's all been over since then. So this is like right before Dirty came out. As he released this, everything will be revealed at midnight. Then bam, Dirty comes out, and he says my new album, Death of an Optimist, is coming out December 4th. And so yeah, let's watch the final video. Dirty, which I think I already did a reaction to this, but I didn't quite understand all the coding, so we're gonna see if we can find anything. Right off the bat, I see words in the background. We gotta stop for words. I don't feel right. Death of an Optimist. XS. Do you have enough love in your heart? Something in my head. You're here forever. Everybody's in cubicles. Okay, you know what I'm noticing? In the first one, in identity, we're in school. Okay, now the next one is religion. And then this one looks like we're at the job place. We're at the workplace. I mean, to some degree, these are like the three main types of indoctrination for us. The workplace, I will absolutely, hands down, agree that being at a workplace that doesn't suit your heart absolutely indoctrinates you to just become a nasty person. And I was becoming that person when I was working. Oh, hi, how are you doing? You didn't see that. You didn't see that. It says vote. And I'll also note that at Grandson's concert that me and Allison went to, he had people there ready to register people to vote. This scene right here of Grandson and X together is incredible because it reminds me of when I was last in my supervisor's office, when I was putting in my resignation for the post office and when he fired me. Look at how, so Grandson's fighting against this supervisor, or not super, in my head it's supervisor. But Grandson's fighting against this person. They're getting angry at Grandson. And so, as we saw, Grandson was, working in his cubicle, and then all of a sudden he's in like this little back office because he's raising hell and he's questioning things. And then this X character's getting very angry at him. And so what? They're gonna fucking shoot him up with some fucking type of like sedative or something. Oh, dude, Grandson, you are evoking so much fucking emotion to me. I can't even tell you how much I fucking love the art that you're doing. Are they gonna shoot him up with that XX serum, and he breaks out of it? Fuck yeah, gets me so hyped. So it looks like when the X character is on TV, everybody looks very disgusted with him, like very disgusted and like unhappy, and like that child is like crying while watching him. And I think now is the first time that we actually see his Death of an Optimist jacket. So that's awesome. There it is, Death of an Optimist. So it looks like the X character was shot up with that XX serum. And then people are like, what? What's going on? Everybody's excited because they know something's happening. He's breaking down. And it was fucking Grandson who shot him with the XX serum. Fuck yes. I just want to note, I'm recording this in the middle of the presidential elections. We're like right now, what is today? Today is the 6th. It is November 6th, and we don't know the results from the election yet. And it was like 3 days ago that voting day, that election day happened. So it's really interesting that I'm deciding to record this now before knowing the results of like this huge fucking thing in our own country, and like just seeing all this material with like grandson, and like, holy shit, man. Stuff is crazy, because I watched this live stream between him and, I don't know, some other guy. I'll leave a link in the comments. Grandson talks about how this album is like the most personal for him, the most like personal art that he's put out, and the most like personal. It's like he said it's his origin stories. And so I find that very interesting, because we have looked at like education indoctrination, we've looked at religious indoctrination, and then we've looked at the workplace indoctrination. And so when he says this is his origin story, you know, we could see that obviously he, just like I believe most of us, have been through those same indoctrinations. I've been through educational indoctrination. I've definitely been through religious indoctrination and workplace indoctrination, all in the same. And it all fosters mindless, angry people. And that's why there's so much resistance. And that's the whole point of this whole XX resistance for grandson. And I love what he's doing with it all. In this talk that he had, he at one point mentions that we're all just walking billboards now. And it's very interesting for kids going to school nowadays, because it's a lot different, because they have Instagram, they have these social media things, and you know, it's all about, you know, getting popular. It's this whole fight of actually getting like real life popularity, not just in school, but like, you know, to have a TikTok account or an Instagram account, and for somebody between the ages of like 12 and 16 to totally blow up, and then like all of a sudden you have 50,000 followers, or even hundreds or millions of followers, that's such a young age, then they become walking billboards, which is like literally the quote that I'm pulling from this interview. That grandson said, we're all just walking billboards. You know, how is that affecting everybody? And how is that affecting our future generation? Like what are we gonna all grow up to be? So I want to look at the song list for Death of an Optimist. We see the song list. One is Death of an Optimist intro. In this interview with grandson, he also mentioned that this is the first time he's ever had an intro and an interlude. And so we see that the album starts with an intro, and then it goes to number 2 is called In Over My Head. Number 3 is Identity, and we've already heard that, and then it's Left Behind. 5 is Dirty, we've already heard that song, but then number 6 is The Ballad of G and X, which we would assume is grandson and X. And that's the interlude. I'm super curious to hear that one. It's 2 minutes and 22 seconds long. Dude, this is like hyping me up, dude. I'm so like hyped for this. Either way, the next song is We Did It, followed by World War III, and then Riptide, which of course we've already heard, and Pain Shopping, Drop Dead, then Welcome to Paradise, which is also the outro. So this is the first full-length grandson album, and he's been pretty well known ever since his first song, Blood Water. And that was 2018, and we're now 2 years later, and he's finally announcing and releasing his first feature-length album. The release date is December 4th, 2020. So if you want to know more about this album, stay tuned. Follow grandson. Check him out on social media. He is incredible. He's got a couple covers, but he's got all these collabs that he does with a bunch of really popular artists, and he is absolutely revolutionary artist in the age that we're living in right now, speaking about resistance and being progressive, and, you know, being active in our political system, and just altogether just like really preaching things that I think are relevant in today's world and today's society. So check out his music. I fucking highly recommend his music. Everything that he's put out, I've absolutely loved, and finally he has this album coming out, and I'm just freaking out over it, because this just preaches like everything that I feel on the inside about how we need to not be indoctrinated, and how we should, you know, step into our own power and step into our own voice, because you guys are fucking important, and I fucking love you guys. And I want to say thank you everybody who's supported me on my channel, and everybody who's new coming. Thank you for all the support. I just want to let you guys know that it helps if you like my videos, if you subscribe, comment, leave your comments below. I want to know what you guys think about the whole Death of an Optimist thing, or about grandson and his music, Or fuck it, get political in the comments. I don't really care anymore. Let's just do it. Let's have these conversations, because even though it's uncomfortable to have these conversations, they need to happen, and it's okay to be uncomfortable. Life is uncomfortable. So let's fucking sit through that shit, and we will see you on the next video. I love you guys. Peace.